welcome back on the C10 again. You know, you saw the last video that was the one where we replaced the kickdown cable on the transmission here. That one kind of bookmarks this one, and we ran into a problem with the linkage. I think, well, what was happening was, first I wasn't getting full throw on the kickdown cable, so it didn't fully engage in the solenoid down, and the throttle wasn't even going wide open. And I did some modifications on that cable, still couldn't get it to go wide open throttle, and really kind of perplexed on that, didn't know what to do or what was fixing it, because we've got the factory brackets on here, but I'm thinking, since this is not a Quadrajet anymore, this is now a knockoff Holly, it's a Summit, just a square bore carburetor, I think maybe our linkages are sitting further back than what they would be on the Quadrajet. Just my guess. So what I did was I got some brackets. I first got this one. This is what was recommended from Summit Racing. You go on their website and pull up that carb, and this is what it recommends. This is the Demon Carburetor 1953 kickdown. Works for 350, Turbo 350, and it also works with 700 R4. But when you lay this up here, and it fits nice, it just has the exact same mounts for the cables. They land in the exact same spots. I picked up this bad boy. There goes that. So I picked up this adjustable one, which mounts on the studs here, on the carb studs, and then I can adjust where the throttle and the kickdown cable lands. The only problem was, let me get you over here and show you. So this is the part number for this one. It is whatever that junk is. Yeah, the one made in China. But it seems to be pretty good quality. It's aluminum. But here's the problem I had. And if we put it on here, you can see, well, I gotta get the paint out of that, but this hits the accelerator pump. So we can't have that. Let's try this again. Put these nuts on. And then I set it on there. Get on there. It's not hitting the back thing back here. Whatever this is, this factory bracket. Alright, let's try this one more freaking time. Alright, so if we lay this up here, and with those nuts on there, it clears. But I've got no thread protrusion. I got nothing up here. So this is the carb spacer, or the carb stud. That's in there right now. I think it's 1.5 inches. And that's about where that nut's landing when it's tightened down on the carburetor. You see, that's about all we're getting for threads. So I've got nothing to tighten that down on. So what I got is I got a 2-inch set, and I've got 2 3/4, probably. Yeah, 2 3/4. And I think it's supposed to be 3, but it says 2 3/4. Anyway, if I compare this one I've got now, let me open this up. Alright, this is the one that's in there, the 1.5 inches. This is the 2-inch. So you can see, that might give us just what we need. I don't know if you can see that. So, yeah, that might be just right there. I think so. I think we're going to go with this one. So I have the 2 3/4, and I think that's just going to be too long. Maybe stick them way up there. I think it might just look silly. But we got them just in case, so let's not go with that one. So I'm going to throw this one in there. I'll swap out these two on the front and rear on this side. Put in the inch or the 2.5 inch. Throw down the nut and washer. Torque the carb down, whatever it's supposed to be, I think 16 inch-pounds. And then I will put this on top of it and then tighten this down. See how that works. All right, let me get the studs in there. Take it to Uno. And Dosey. Get in there. Our new bracket's going to hit this one. Torque these down. There we go. It is chilly out here today. There we go. That ain't going nowhere. Let's see if this bracket wants to clear back here. Can I even get it on there? Okay, we are just clear. And looks like we're going to clear this bracket too. Look at it, it's just out of the way of it. Well, I went ahead and took that rear bracket off back yonder because it was interfering and it actually wasn't that hard to get to. So that's out of the way. Clean that up. This is the throttle bracket. All it was the factory Quadrajet bracket that they cut this section off of that goes to the other side of the rear of the carburetor. So that's out of the way. Got the, where my fasteners go. So I got the bracket on there, and I went ahead and threw the kick down cable in there. And let me put these on, tighten it down. And I've just got the little mount for the kick down cable, the bracket back there. I got it pushed all the way back, as far as back as it can go. And the end of the cable is landing further back. So when I kick the throttle wide open, it should pull that little bit more that I needed to fully engage that cylinder in the transmission. Snug these down. And I got plenty of, and we are clear of the accelerator pump. No, we're not. Let's take this back and put a washer on top because we're just barely touching it. Take this bag off. And go ahead and set this inside the barrel there so we don't lose it. That's where you want to keep your stuff. Washer out of the way. And let me get a washer to put under there. Let's try this. We got a thick washer from a little exhaust manifold. I guess it helps a little under it though. Put it back down here. Try this again. Let's see, do we have clearance? Yep, we got clearance. Snug these down. good. Still got clearance. I got the bracket on. Kick down cable's on. And I've got the throttle cable in there now. The kick down cable, I didn't put that on. Used one of the washers out of the kit for this. It also came with a little hairpin clip, which I like better than that Carter key. We use it a lot more. That's on there. Now I've just got the throttle cable. Got this in there, just kind of loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it back. I'm going to pull the throttle closed, and that's where I need to set it. So I can tighten it down there, and then I should be good. If I can get in there to tighten it down. Get on this one. Get on this one. This is kind of awkward. And let's just throw that. We don't need it. Well, sorry about the weird cut there. Phone decided to crap out on me. You saw, I think the last thing you saw was me throwing a wrench down there and a ratchet and then dogs barking and or who knows what else, but you didn't really miss anything. All I really did, well, while I thought it was recording, I just finished tightening up those bolts. Those two right there. I just finished tightening those up. You saw the one I was tightening up and the thing flew off. Got them both tightened. I got the return spring on. That's about all I did. Threw it back on the charger, and while I was doing that, I went ahead and made me a, whatchamacallit there, a choke wire. Don't know how long. Well, I know how long. I just noticed the other day that I didn't have the choke connected. So I ran that wire in there, and I found out my gauges was wired wrong. I'm supposed to have one 12-volt constant and one 12-volt switched. I had them both on 12-volt switch, and I guess that explains why every time I start the truck up, the gauges be a different color again. But that's it. The throttle brake. Where's that box at? So, oh, I already showed you. I already showed you the part number. That's what worked for me. At least for this carburetor setup, I think I paid 21 bucks for it. And then the carb bolts, studs, another 10 bucks, I think. But this one over here, this Barry Grant one, I think that was $35, which I can go and return that. But yeah, she actuates now. It reaches wide open throttle before she bottoms out, so that's good. Yeah, not much else to say about it. That worked out actually pretty good. That bracket there, I was kind of worried about it. I saw some negative, positive reviews on it, negative and positive. But yeah, it works for me. I just put a little spacer into that forward bolt so the accelerator pump will clear it. That's it. It does what it's supposed to do. So hope you enjoyed it. Now I can finish up my other video, which you've already watched it. If you watched it, if not, then whatever. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know the jargons and all that good shit. Smash it, rub it. I don't care what you do with it. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Just put them down there. I'll probably not answer them. I'm pretty bad about that, but hope you enjoyed it. I'll have a good one.